I mean, when I left on this journey, I felt like that we used to live in a society and now we live in an economy, and it lost all its meaning for me. What I've been finding after a year and a half, and profound, is through my exchanges with nature, but also with some of the First Nations people, is that there's a paradigm shift happening, and where I'm finding meaning is in the values that were here when my ancestors arrived. You know, they aren't the ideas that my ancestors brought. They're the ideas that were here when my ancestors arrived, and that is giving me hope. By traveling this way, you're traveling the old way, and the slower I move, the more I absorb. It's like sponge and water, right? It's like there's always this impulse. Like I'm like a horse frothing at the mouth sometimes, you know, because my impulse is always to hurry and to go. I've been the jackrabbit most of my life, just like run. Always bummed out that the quality of the finished print wasn't as good as it could have been, or that the piece of writing went out before it should have. Like there was just never this sense of satisfaction, and it was just late and pressure and stress and late and pressure and stress, and it was like, I've abdicated. I am like, no, I'm unplugging. What a great legacy we're leaving for the future, you know, and that here's this public land in this increasingly privatized world of like fences and surveillance cameras and everything else that's going on. Here's this trail that is as old as this, like as people on this land is in some parts. Some parts of this trail are 14,000 years old. Some of it's the rail line, some of it's the old fur traders. But regardless, here's these spaces that for a long time people have walked, and we could continue to walk. And that anybody can put on a pair of shoes and go and be in. And it's free. That's cool. Like that is something, and I can only imagine how much more precious that's going to be in 500 years, you know, frankly. It's about what I'm noticing when I'm away from it. It's the absence of this, it's almost like this electric current feeling that you get in cities. And it's hard to explain. It's like in your energy. It's almost like there's something sharp about it. You know, nature is going home. I mean, like, for all the fear that people have of it is about going home. It's where, I mean, it's on some level, if you're alive today, your ancestry goes back to the beginning of time. And that's where it all happened. And so I think that's why it's like there's a grounding out that happens out there when you spend enough time in it. There's a grounding that happens. I'm Dianne Whalen, and I'm making a film on the longest trail in the world.
All that we know is that there is something higher, but all that we care about is that there is something lower. We're always going faster, never slower. I got no brakes, I can't see nothing. Been down so long, don't know that I'm suffering. Nowhere to live, nowhere to die. Just another bed to sleep in.